Here's a quick video on how to pull up a natal chart using AstroSeek.com and specifically for traditional Hellenistic astrology. So you can get to AstroSeek a couple ways. One, of course, you can just type it in astro-seek.com. And if you're on a computer, this is the page that you'll see. And if you're on this page, you can get there two different ways. One, you can go up to free horoscopes and then just go down to traditional astrology calculator. And there's actually also another spot down here, branches of astrology, traditional astrology. So both of those will take you to the same place, traditional astrology. Now, I'm going to admit, I do kind of a lazy way. I will type in my search bar, traditional AstroSeek, and then it brings me directly to that page. And it's a little bit easier if you ever want to bring something up, say on your phone or a tablet, to just type in traditional AstroSeek, even if you don't spell it right. So here we go. Just go down a little bit here and just type in a city to go with. I'm just going to go with whatever's here on the screen for birth info. And it's already in whole sign. You don't have to worry about anything. It's already set up to go straight into traditional astrology. Calculate chart. And here we are. And I want to show you a couple of things, actually more than a couple of things, that I use when I read charts. So when I pull up a chart, the first thing I do is I do hide aspects. It just makes it a little bit easier and cleaner to read. So it's just right down here. You can put them back, hit display, but that's where hide aspects are. And if you are sharing the screen and reading it, say for a client or a friend, it's just a little bit easier to see and to look at. It also gives you, so again, because it's Hellenistic, traditional astrology here, if you scroll down, we've got Zodiacal Releasing. So I do really like zodiacalreleasing.net. Aesthetically, it just is so much easier to look at. But I find that sometimes when somebody has their lot of fortune and their lot of spirit in the same house, it's not accurate. So I always cross-check here, since this is what I use to look at charts anyway. And I'll show you what it looks like. I'll pull up just lot of fortune. So you can see already it's different. So it's got all of the time periods, which in a way is pretty cool. But sometimes it's just not as smooth and easy to look at as zodiacalreleasing.net. But here we go, just to give you a sense of what it looks like. If you were to go a little bit further here, for the current time period, it does bring you down to the different levels as you click on them. And it'll actually go all the way down. I think it goes to L7. It says, though, it's just like test run, but it will get you down here to the L4. And if you want to have fun and go to L5 and L6, you can go keep going. So it'll let you do that. But this is what it looks like if you do Zodiacal Releasing using AstroSeek. So that option's on here. And then if you keep going, another thing that I use is annual Profections. So I just like to have a really quick peek to know what house year. So here we've got a 6th house year. We've got Jupiter as Time Lord. We've got that information. And now I can go back up. So I like that information down there. I'll show you one more thing down there in a minute. Another thing that's really useful that I use all the time when I do this is I'll also do their transits from here. And what I like about this transit chart, there's a few things. One, you can animate it. So it's not just one day here. You can go, well, up to 100 years. But you can have some fun with it if you're working with Saturn and maybe you want to go back to see what was it like, you know, X number of years ago, or any other planet. But if you want to get a sense for how other transits were at the same time, you can animate the chart. It can go back for you. So I can go a year ahead, for example. So I really like that this is an option to go back and forth, especially again, if you want to play with how things were in the past. Now, I'm going to say that you are going to see other points here. We are no longer just traditional. Hopefully your eyes will not burn by seeing the outer planets. I am kidding. But you're also going to see Chiron and Lilith and Vertex pop up with this too. And I'm going to make another video to show you how to bring up pole signs. The other thing that I like here, though, with the transits is when you scroll down just underneath for transits, it will also let you know applying and separating. And so that's really nice. You've got the A's, the S, and you can adjust the orb as well, but applying and separating. And this is just defaults to a 3-degree orb. And then the last thing I want to show you that you can do is if you want to play with some fixed stars, if you go down further, there is an option for putting the fixed stars. display in the natal chart. So that can be useful if you want to see places on the outside of the wheel. That can be really useful. And then, okay, there's one more thing. There is actually one more thing that I'm going to share that you can do with this for reading charts if you want to look at decans. So we're not seeing that here. That's not what this circle is here. So in order to see the decans, what you do is you click on black and white. When you click on black and white, now this very first inner circle here, now you've got the decans. So this really is a really great one-stop shop if you are reading someone's chart from a Hellenistic astrology perspective. So, and now you've got decans here as well. So I'll make another one showing you how to get in just doing some whole signs and a few more going deeper.